Hi, welcome back to Real Tooth Talks. Coming at you from Nani Snook, M&T's home. Uh, I'm T. Mark was, of course, M. And renaming the series, this is the sixth video in this series, the M&T story from darkness to light. Um, how 100% permanent and total PTSD disabled wounded warrior, Air Force veteran, and his wife, the autistic, that's me, and how we went from darkness to light. Um, and so just that, and I had a thing I wanted to say because there's some recordings coming up. I'm learning how to put them together into streams according to the day that Mark made them. Found them on our grandson's phone, um, and you need to hear from Mark. We had put out videos together about, narcissism and how it almost destroyed, kind of like a dark to light, how it almost destroyed uh, Mark and our family and our marriage. Um, and uh, and then once I found out, fully truth, once he revealed that it was narcissism, maybe, yeah, it was being wounded. He wasn't. He was physically wounded, but more mentally and emotionally. You don't get to be 100% rated by the VA. Again, I'll say this again. He went in because he had cancer. He was diagnosed in 2014. And when he died in November, it was 8 years and a month that since he had lived with metastatic prostate cancer. Found it and it was already in his lymph nodes and spine. Um, and he lived, they gave him 30, was I think 33 years, 26 to 33 months, I'm sorry. And he lived for 97 months, 8 years and a month. Anyway, and during that time, we went from darkness to light, um, from chaos to contentment, from pandemonium to peace. Um, and these are the takeaways for today. That, 1 Peter 3:11 tells us to you seek peace, seek it, fight for it, with yourself, with others, with God. And that's what we did, and it was a fight. Oh my gosh, it was a fight. And Mark started off doing videos when he came back home to die, and to reconcile and to become honest, and in his process of making peace. Once he realized he really was dying this time, they put him on hospice, and that was a wake up call for him. And he made peace with me and himself. Well, first of all himself, and then with me, and then with our kids. And he wanted to do videos for the rest of his family. That man lived in such chaos and such self-destruct mode. Um, you had to literally fight Mark to love him. He wanted love so bad, but yet when he felt it, like he told me, he said, "I hate you because I love you." Um, and I now know that was like, he had enough to drink, enough medication in his body. He would get to a certain mode and he'd be like super honest. And he told me more than once, "You're my enemy because you make me feel vulnerable. I love you so much. I hate you." But apparently, the military psychologist, yeah, that makes sense. It does. if you think about it, um, he had a, we'll call her a mistress. I need to be nice. And no big deal because, he didn't love her. He said he did, but he was good at manipulating people. But Mark's destructive forces left him years and years of regret. But yet it was a gift to know, like, he, we told each other a few times, this is how it was supposed to be. And he'd say, I'm sorry, babe, I'm sorry. I, I robbed us of that. Um, that man said he was sorry so much in the last 6 months of his life, especially the last 3. Um, it, yeah. Anyway, so those videos are coming up. Be honest, fight for peace. Peace with your creator, peace with yourself, and then peace with others. Fight for it. Fight for it. If you're a military spouse and you're dealing with the crazy, um, only thing I know to do, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a secret because everyone's different, except for Jesus is the answer. Um, and to just don't give up. You might get down, you might get out, but doing it Jesus' way. In the description box, I'm gonna try to post a link to Joyce Meyer, and she's talking about eliminating, the strife in your life, which is about peace. And peace means honesty. And you'll hear in some of the videos Mark does talk about that. Don't cheat. Don't lie. Get help. But to hear him talking, and just saying, I regret so much. The 2 biggest mistakes of his life are involved cheating, 2 affairs. Um, totally destructive. One in first marriage and with me. That was the first one. It lasted that long. He's stubborn, if not in anything. I mean, he was intent on self-destruction, and he was that intent on trying to make things right. So see the description box below, and then stay tuned for more videos about the M&T years, how we went from darkness to light, and then after that, I hope to talk about widowhood and, just how you survive all of this. And number one, y'all, Jesus is the answer. I don't even know what to do if you don't have faith, if you don't have a spiritual something to fall back on. I mean, I'm an unashamed Jesus follower, and more and more so with every passing year. Went through a whole good handful of years where I questioned my faith, my calling, everything. And those were the most miserable years of my life. So now we're back into light. And my husband died peaceful. And we'll talk later.